My Frost fans, welcome back to the video, guys. Showing you guys how you guys can actually turn any card into super coins and become like the richest player on SuperCard, which can be pretty insane. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Hit the little bell. Hit like, guys know whenever I post a video. If you guys actually want to follow me on SuperCard, all you got to do is just type in PaytonFrost, all lowercase or all uppercase. But as I said, you guys can see my name like this, PaytonFrost, like this. But as I said, there's a space after my name. You guys won't be able to find me. But as I said, if you guys type my name all one word without a space, then you guys can find me on SuperCard. Either way works. Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on. I should be showing you guys how you guys can actually turn any card that you want into super coins and actually become the richest player on SuperCard, which is gonna be pretty cool. But like I said though, guys, this is actually gonna be probably one of the most broken methods in the game, which is really cool. If you guys haven't watched the one video on how to get over 100,000 super coins, this is actually, it's the same way. It's the biggest way on how to actually get tons and tons of super coins. And I even did figure out the way on how to do this one, because before they actually switched it from getting like, instead of like being like +5 for super coins, you can actually it was to like +4. You can actually get to +5. I actually figured out the way on how to do it. But yeah, so pretty much, let me actually show you guys the most broken method, well, pretty much the most broken glitch or glitch, cheat, or exploit on how to actually turn cards, any card you want, into super coins. Now it involves dust, of course, as you guys know, but let me show you guys. Now this is the method. Well, this is actually the glitch right here. Let me show you. So do you guys know how you guys can actually turn dust into rarity picks? Now you guys can actually turn any dust you want into super coins. It's called the rotating thing, pretty much. They should actually have it on here with credits too. That might be too broken, but if you're doing super coins, it's still broken either way. Now I believe if you get probably 20, 30,000, you get at least like over 1,000 plus super coins at a time. It's pretty crazy. Now also keep in mind though, guys, if you guys are at some of the lower type tier or the lower type rarities or tiers, the dust bar is actually cheaper. But now whenever the next new season comes out, they're probably gonna have like 3, 4, or 5 different rarities or tiers, and it should be probably rarer than like 4,000 dust you need. So what I would do before I would upgrade your rarities, I would actually try to get as much dust as you can and get more super coins before you get to the next rarities. You know what I mean? It's actually a good idea to do. And then, like I said, you guys can switch it between super coins and rarity picks if you want. But if you guys want to become the richest player in SuperCard and just get just infinite amount of super coins, yep, then you can do that, which is really cool. But now you might be asking, how do you get tons and tons of dust? Like, how do you get like a crazy amount of dust? Now, the best method, strategies and glitches and stuff that I know on how to get a ton of different cards. One of the biggest ways is if you guys actually get a whole bunch of draft picks and super coins. Well, mainly draft picks. If you guys want to go like the freestyle method, you guys can just play Royal Rumble male or female matches. Every single time you guys win, you guys get 12 picks. Go to the draft board and keep picking cards. Now the other big method, one of the biggest ones, is actually going to the boom mode, which is really good. Boom mode, you guys go bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond packs, and you guys get a whole bunch of big cards. And then you guys can also do the TLC game mode. This game mode is really good for giving cards, because the chair you get 1 card, table you get 2, ladder you get 3. So in total you get 6 cards per game. So you get 6, 12, 18, 24. And they can range from being like some of the weaker type, like one of the lower type cards for dust, but then you get ones for like being the higher type dust. You know what I mean? As I said, pretty much any game mode that you guys play, yeah, you can definitely get a whole bunch of cards. And also, if you guys are just starting out on campaign, you guys pretty much have every single campaign reward from milestone 1 all the way to milestone 96. That's the thing. That is what I'm talking about, though. But like I said, let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think. And also remember, whenever PCC was on, you guys also got a bunch of those cards out of the packs too. But now the game mode's done, but But either way, there's still tons of different game modes that you guys can do, which is really crazy. So it's pretty nuts, I'll definitely say that. So pretty much any type of game mode that you guys play will actually give you pretty much any type of card and stuff. It's really good. So like I said, the main game modes are going to be PvP, boom mode, campaign, yep, and then of course you guys have like free packs, and you guys have codes and stuff like QR codes, locker codes, or redeem codes. Yep, there's a lot. And then not to mention that you guys have game modes like Super Smasher, Walk the Ropes, Kick Out game mode, you know. Then you guys have bonus chance packs, guaranteed cards. I said there's a lot of different ways on getting tons and tons of dust. Now if you guys want to see the dust value, check this out. Now this is what I was saving it for. Now as you guys can see, and remember you guys can also make cards too, but it requires super coins. So pretty much the lowest dust value is 10, as you guys can see right there. And then it goes to Enigma, which is 15. And then it keeps going up. And then if you go up to Pharaoh, then it's 95. And then if you go up to Duel, then it's 250. And then of course WrestleMania is 475. And as you guys just saw for Unhinged, it's 650. Now, whenever the next rarities come out, then Unhinged, well, it should be probably one of like the, you know, like, well, Unhinged will be the second best rarity because the next rarity comes out will be SummerSlam 25. But as you guys can see, now if you guys go to Dust again, Dust cards, then all you guys got to do is just click all the cards you guys want to dust. Don't dust the cards you don't want to dust. Don't do that. Then just click select all. 6,300 dust. Make sure you guys have it on the super coins. Make sure you guys have it on the correct one. And then boom, 250 super coins just like that. Now that is the easiest method right there. And of course, if there's other cards you want to dust, you know, I would only dust the cards you guys don't want to keep, of course. See, I'd only do that. Because you don't want to dust cards that you need, you know what I mean? So I only recommend dusting cards you don't want, because you can pretty much dust any card you want, but I don't recommend dusting just any type of card. So just letting you guys know that. But now if you guys want to know how to get even more super coins, like I said, this is the main part about the video, is actually turning any card you guys want into super coins. It might require a good bit of cards, or at least some, you know, some of them, but it's actually a great idea. And like I said, if you guys play tons and tons of game modes, then yeah, then you guys can actually get tons and tons of cards, which is really cool. You said you play games, get cards, turn them into dust, then turn the dust into super coins, and then like I said, you clear up space and you guys get super coins at the same time. That's how I've been able to get a whole lot of super coins. Now if you guys want to find out the strategy I found out, check this out. So let's say you guys actually add this card in there. Look at this. So instead of this being like a +4 for like the highest super coins, it makes it a +5. Now the question is, what if you add more than 2 cards? What if you guys add 3 cards into it? Does it make it more, or does it make it less? Or does it make it the same amount? Let's check it out. So the +5 is the highest, you know, for super coin wise. What if you add more to it? Does it make it more? Probably not. What's it do though? Let's just see. Does it make it a +5? Yeah, see what it did? Yeah, see, it makes it +5. So you have to have at least 2 cards in it to make it a +5. And if you do that, you know, but remember, it also raises up the stats too. So, but guys, like I said, these are your 2 biggest methods or biggest glitches on how to get tons of super coins. And like I said, the main part about this video is actually transforming cards into super coins. But like I said, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. But guys, like I said, you guys are turning cards, any card you guys want, into super coins. Now, like I said before, I don't recommend turning any card into super coins, because there are still cards you do want to keep. I do recommend that. I do recommend keeping any card just in case that you want to keep, but don't keep like the cards you don't want to keep. You know what I mean? Turn those into super coins. Well, turn them into dust, then super coins. But either way, you have to do the dust method, but then turn the dust into super coins. So you're pretty much turning cards into dust, but you're also turning cards into super coins, if that makes sense. But either way, though, guys, let me know, what is your highest amount of cards you guys turned into super coins? What is your guys' highest? Mine is 1,250 super coins. I got it once. My highest was 1,000, then I beat it by like an extra 250 super coins. So I actually dust like 40,000 dust to that. I know it may not seem like much, but if you do it like over 400 times for dust, if you do the dust bar 400 times, yeah. And keep in mind, if you guys actually combine this strategy, the Money in the Bank, with the strategy of the actual dust, yeah, you guys can definitely get yourself a whole lot of super coins. And remember, the highest amount of super coins you guys can have is 100,000. If you can go beyond that, but the only problem is you guys can't play any game modes or anything. But the reason why I want to get back up to 100,000 super coins is because if there's any time I need super coins, I'll already be loaded with super coins. So technically, I'll be like one of the richest players in the game. Because the fact that you can actually hit over 100k super coins is amazing. They need to actually increase it to like 200,000, you know, because they should actually increase it to 1 million, you know. I think the reason why they don't do that is because, but if they do it, they can make more money, you know what I mean? Just saying. They should increase it to over 1 million. Now, They should actually have an auction house where you guys can actually spend credits and super coins. You know, it would actually be kind of cool, because since they're going to be adding trading probably here soon, I don't know. But either way though, guys, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about like turning your cards into dust, but turning your cards into super coins and actually making a fortune, or pretty much like being loaded with super coins. You know what I mean? As you guys can see, I'm at 70,000 plus. And then if you guys also combine it with Money in the Bank, and then you guys can combine it with like TBG, Team Stomping Ground, PvP, like QR codes, lock codes, or redeem codes. You know, I mean, there's tons of different strategies you can do that. But like I said, the main part about this is actually turning your cards into super coins, which is really cool. But guys though, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what. And like I said before, what is your highest amount of super coins you guys trade your cards in for? Let me know. But yeah, this is definitely pretty insane. I'll definitely say that. But guys, the super coin strategy is insane. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Hit the little bell. Hit like, guys know whenever I post a video. Peace, guys. Love you.